My name is Maka and welcome to my weather briefing on the local and national weather, both current and forecasted. National weather. What's going on right now? Here's the current surface analysis chart. Starting in the bottom right corner near Florida, you'll see a high pressure system with the two lows sitting above that. Extending to the northeast and westward is a cold front. Both are moving south. Towards the center of the chart, you can see both a high and low pressure system sitting next to each other over Colorado. Starting there and extending up through Wyoming and into Montana is a trough, indicated by that dashed orange line. The alternating red and blue over Idaho and dipping into Montana is known as a stationary front. Here is a low-level upper analysis chart. The dashed light blue line starting on the west coast headed up towards Montana and North Dakota area and back down towards Texas is known as the freezing level. This one is located at 16,000 feet as depicted by the 160 along that line. The orange dashed line in the upper left near Oregon and Washington is an area of moderate or greater turbulence. And the red oval off the west coast of California is IFR, so ceilings are less than 1,000 feet and or the visibility is less than 3 statute miles. Here's an infrared black and white satellite image, basically showing cloud tops, and if you zoom in close enough you can pick out some specific cloud types. This is a radar imagery map, giving us an idea where all the major precipitation is at. So by looking at this, down in the southeast corner of the country, you'll see lots of heavy precipitation. All of those red blips indicate thunderstorms. Up at the top in the North and South Dakota area, you see nearly no color, so there is much less precip, almost none. Here's a look at a convective outlook. All those states bounded by the orange border need to be aware of convective activity within that region. The difference between air mets and sigmets is that air mets are for general aviation and sigmets are significant weather events that are to be taken seriously by all flight categories. On the left chart, in the top left corner, the air met shows some low-level turbulence within the boundaries of the dark orange lines, starting from the surface and extending up to 15,000 feet. On the right chart, those are sigmets, depicted by the red-lined areas. Every one of those are indicating thunderstorms, and that's one of the main things you want to avoid as a pilot. Here are PIREPs. I'm supposed to show you a current example, but at the time I'm doing this, there is literally only one PIREP in the whole country, and that's down in Texas, where it's showing some continuous light turbulence. On the right is a better example showing an array of different types of PIREPs, from moderate to even severe turbulence, but it is outdated. This is a freezing level chart. This one is pretty easy to interpret. On the bottom you have a bar that shows the altitude where you'll find the lowest freezing level and is depicted in different colors. Red is 15 to 17,000 feet, and that's what you see covers the majority of the country. Current local weather. Here's a graphical depiction of METARs. Red numbers are the temperature, green is the dew point. The smaller difference between the two, the more likely you are to have clouds and some type of precipitation. The black lines are wind barbs. The Grand Forks one is indicating around south wind at 10 knots. This is a color-enhanced infrared satellite. With this, you can see areas of cloud coverage. The brighter the cloud, the higher up it is. It uses the reflectivity of cloud tops to produce this image. The current local weather radar has almost no precipitation. I think I see a little dot on the south end of Minnesota, but that's about it. Here's the current METAR for Grand Forks, indicating on the 7th day of the month at 0553 Zulu time. Automated weather. Winds from 170 degrees at 11 knots, gusting to 21. 10 statute miles visibility. Sky conditions clear with a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a dew point of 18 degrees Celsius. There are no current PIREPs in this region of the country. Forecasted national weather. This is a low-level significant weather chart. We took a look at this earlier and it indicates the areas of poor ceilings or visibility in both red and blue, turbulence in orange, and freezing level in the dashed light blue line. Here's a convective outlook, showing the 2-day forecast for convective activity. Across North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, there's a marginal to slight chance. Forecast for local weather. This is a terminal area forecast, also known as TAF. It's like a longer lasting METAR. We use them to look at forecasted METARs. They're issued 4 times a day every 6 hours. Here's the winds aloft forecast for Grand Forks. It's showing southwest winds at 35 knots at the 3,000 foot level. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll talk to you again in my next weather briefing.